Genesis chapter 2 takes us deeper into God's intention for humanity. While Genesis 1 shows us God's power, Genesis 2 reveals God's care. In this chapter, we see that God rested, not because he was tired, but because his work was complete. This teaches us that rest is not weakness. Rest is part of God's design. If God rested, then rest is holy, not lazy. Genesis 2 also shows us that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him. This tells us that our bodies may come from the earth, but our lives come from God. You are not ordinary. You carry the breath of God within you. God placed man in the garden, not to be idle, but to tend and keep it. This teaches us that purpose comes before pleasure. Work is not a punishment. It is an assignment given by God. We also learn that God saw it was not good for man to be alone. This reveals God's heart for relationship, companionship, and community. God understands our need for connection even before we speak it. Genesis 2 reminds us that God is intentional with relationships. He created partnership, balance, and unity. This chapter teaches us that God is not only interested in what we do, but how we live, rest, work, and relate with others. Genesis chapter 2 shows us a God who forms, breathes, places, provides, and cares. Your life is not accidental. You were created with purpose, sustained by God, and designed to live in alignment with Him.